believe, but there's less than a month left now in the tax filing season. I hope you're prepared. And President Biden is waiting on a huge tax deal that is to pass in the Senate. The deal raises the amount of the child tax credit available as a refund and allows the credit to grow at the rate of inflation. It will also build on the 2017 Trump tax cuts with the intention of supporting American business and research to give the U.S. an edge on China's advancement in supply chains and technology in other areas. The bill passed the House in January with resounding bipartisan support, 357 to 70, but it has since been stalled. Joining me now, live to discuss this, the CEO and founder of Engineered Tax Services, Julio Gonzalez. Julio, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We sure would like to get those tax credits, reinstated for sure.
Yeah, we'd like to get that pushed through and taken care of, an increase in the child tax credit. To be clear, that's not really a refund. Oftentimes that's money greatly in excess of what people have paid in as taxpayers. It's a payment from the government. They'd like to get that through with Joe Biden, who apparently just forgave another $6 billion in student loans, too. I mean, he's happy to give money away from those that have to those that want more. I don't like the way we're going in all of this, but it does protect the Trump tax cuts in some ways, so there is some good in here. What do you make of it?
Yeah, Steve, in 2017, when we passed the tax credit cuts, we had to give the child tax credits then, too, or otherwise Rubio wasn't going to vote for it, and we didn't get the health care done, and we needed to get something done on the tax side. So, this is kind of reinstating what had to get done in 2017 to get the tax credits done. And certainly the businesses need the tax credits and tax incentives and grants. They've basically expired, and now they've had basically a tax raise in business. And that's so difficult right now for Steve, for so many businesses to have that tax increase, not know what taxes is going to be. They can't file their tax returns because we don't know where the tax bill is going. And so that makes it complicated. They're having to borrow at high interest rates with high inflation to survive this unknown situation with the taxes. So it's very difficult right now.
Sure. In fact, if I'm reading this correctly, Julio, I see $110 billion in new taxes for the energy industry, a bunch of tax incentives for natural gas, nuclear, coal. It's all out the window. $110 billion in new taxes attacking American energy. This makes no sense to me at all either, but that's in there as well.
Yeah, the energy has been there ever since Biden came into place, right? So, it's been energy, and that's not going away under this administration. All we're trying to simply do is get these tax cuts that we did with Donald J. Trump to get reinstated so that businesses at least have some opportunity to survive till the elections. And otherwise, right now they're closing. They don't have the resources. I mean, when you have to spend on your business and you have to then take that expense and amortize it over 5 years to get the tax benefits, that's crazy, right? We're spending the cash, but we have to amortize it over 5 years. And they call it bonus depreciation, but it's really just real-time expensing, and we need to have that back.
Yeah, I will give it credit, the employee retention tax credit, which may or may not have been a good idea. You can debate that. But what we did find with that and other pandemic era tax code changes, PPP, ERTC, ripe for abuse. So the employee retention tax credit itself has been put on ice right now. Now, apparently the government's going to pay out to those that were qualified, but they've canceled the program going forward in this bill as well to get rid of that and another expense. What's your advice for people? We're right down to April 15th. I don't know when it's going to go through. People want to get their taxes filed. Should they wait? Should they go ahead and do it? What's your advice?
I would wait. I would wait because the bill is going to hit the Senate floor in the next couple of days. And otherwise, if they file and that goes through, they have to go back and amend the tax returns. It's going to be complicated. It's going to create a lot of extra fees. So if we can wait a couple more days, since we have a couple of weeks, I would wait.
Right. And what can you do for folks at Engineered Tax Services? What do you do for folks?
Well, we just help their accounting firms, help them with tax credits, tax incentives, and tax grants that are available, but often just taken advantage of by the Fortune 500. So we try to bring that tax equality to small business owners through their accounting firms to be that resource.
Great opportunity for people. Engineered Tax Services. Julio Gonzalez sounds like a good man for people to talk to. Julio, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Greatly appreciate it. We'll see if that bill gets through. No promises. And we'll get back to the news after a quick break and a message from one of our great sponsors, Birch Gold. You know, financial experts thought we were in the clear, that they were anticipating around 6 rate cuts by the Fed during 2024. And then the inflation data came out. Higher than expected, friends. This isn't going away. It can't. The United States is $34 trillion in debt and growing. And yet we keep printing money, which pushes the prices you pay every day even higher, so you can either bury your head in the sand or you could do something about it. Like what, Gruber? How about diversify a portion of your savings into gold with Birch Gold Group? Gold is your hedge against inflation, and Birch Gold makes it easy to own. They'll help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, and you don't pay a penny out of pocket. Here's what you do. Text America to 989898. Get your free information kit on gold, and then talk to precious metal specialists on how to protect your savings from persistent inflation with gold. Just text America to 989898. Get that done right now, and away you go.